All right, let's get a check on what's playing out in the crypto market now. We're seeing mostly green on the screen there with, I guess, the bulls trying to get back into the market. Ethereum, big 3.72% jump. Bitcoin, that's 0.24% up. A few pockets of red with the likes of SWI, Book there in the red, but XRP is up 2.77% last time we checked these numbers. All right, let's get a check on some top headlines there. We see within a few minutes, that was yesterday, a massive Bitcoin transfer involving 2,000 Bitcoins was spotted among unknown whales. According to recent data from blockchain monitoring firm Whale Alert, the transaction worth $206 million comes as the crypto market resumes its bullish trend, but at a slower pace, sparking discussions about the among the crypto community there. Now we see a forecast there is $130,000 Bitcoin coming. That's according to data from Polymarket, a popular prediction platform there. According to the platform, traders believe that there's a real chance that Bitcoin will trade at above $130,000 before the end of the year. Well, I guess who knows? This could happen or maybe not. Now we're seeing Jeremy Da Vinci, an early Bitcoin adopter and YouTuber, has published a tweet that on X, a post on X that gained traction quickly with the crypto community. Da Vinci has shared a CryptoQuant chart showing a drastic decline in the Bitcoin supply held on various cryptocurrency exchanges. He believes that soon it'll be quite hard to buy any Bitcoin at all. Quite an interesting one there. But let's bring in Rume Ofi now, financial market analyst, to bring us up to speed on what's playing out. Hello, Rume.
Good afternoon, Ladi. Nice to have you back.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yes, I've been back now, and this is the first time we're speaking. Great to talk to you again, Rume. So definitely so much to talk about since the last time we spoke, and definitely is about the growth of Bitcoin in Nigeria so far, and most of Africa. How you seeing what's playing out now? And we're seeing the projection there from my previous headline that it might even get more difficult to buy Bitcoin at some point.
All right, so I think we're making huge progress in the country right now. We're making huge progress, but I think it has to be deliberate. Our recent laws recognize Bitcoin as a security, which is not supposed to be so. We need to start speaking on that. We also figured out that we don't have a very strong rule yet of Parliament regarding stable coins. In other parts of the world, it is also being in place. So I think the National Assembly needs to come up with something like that so that it will enable players in the industry understand what the laws are, or those coming into the country to also understand what the laws are as well. Then also we observe that the agencies of government, their information dissemination also need to be worked on. The current SEC leadership is doing very fantastic on that, but I think information is being consumed differently in this part of our world and in the industry entirely. I figured that it will make more sense if the agents of government start putting some of this information out on social media, because we have a lot of our young people on social media rather than press statements, which are also very, very good. But social media helps to make sure all of those information and it has to be deliberate, using advocates like myself and a couple of my colleagues, to be able to tell people what not to do and what to do. It has to be deliberate. It has to be more, because as I'm talking to you, a lot of people are still getting themselves involved in Ponzi scheme, which is really, really bad. So in all to put together, I think the government need to intensify the adoption of this innovative technology.
All right, but Ruben,
in order to curb what we have as unemployment in this part of the world.
Okay, Rume, definitely we've heard a lot about that debate, about in other countries, if Bitcoin yeah, if Bitcoin is a security or not. We've had those arguments, in the past, but, for the classification here in Nigeria, what is really wrong with, Bitcoin being classified as security? All right, I guess we're having network issues there, but definitely we're still trying to have that conversation about why Bitcoin and some of these cryptocurrencies cannot be classified as securities. So Rumi, I don't know if you can hear me now. All right. Okay, we'll try that again. Yeah, Rumi, I was asking, why is it so bad, for Bitcoin to be classified, a security? Okay, yeah, the internet's not letting this conversation, happen, at this time. But, definitely we keep, trying to understand, this classifications, about Bitcoin. We've had in the US, with the Securities and Exchange Commission, they did classify XRP, as a security one time. But I think the XRP army won that battle. But let's try and get Rumi again this time. Rumi, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Fantastic. Let's try and have this conversation now. So why is it so bad for Bitcoin?
Coming in and out, but
yeah, why is it so bad for Bitcoin to be classified as security?
So if it is being classified as a security, it further suggests that the purpose of Bitcoin being a way to make money, which is not so. Bitcoin is just is not a money making venture. Bitcoin is a way to save value, is a way to transfer value. We understand that there are various cryptocurrencies in the world where people solely buy them just to make money, but this is quite different. So it has to be classified properly, like the way it ought to be. So I believe the authorities actually understand more study of this asset class. It's quite new, quite all right, but a couple of things also need to be done. So I really don't think it has to be classified as a security, which also puts it as an asset class specifically just to make money. I really don't think it had to be that way. So if it's being seen as a security, it's going to stifle all of the innovations that are going to be built towards using this technology to work. So, for example, all of the things that comes with the industry is going to be seen from just a venture of making money, most especially in Bitcoin. In terms of all of that, I think a lot still needs to be done.
All right, I guess that argument about some people being in it for the money or for the tech, I guess maybe they've seen that majority of people are mostly in it, for the money.
So Satoshi Nakamoto actually said this is an electronic peer-to-peer system of transferring value. All right, it didn't say this is money that's going to overtake the naira, overtake the dollar. So it's a different ecosystem entirely, and I think a lot of people need to understand this so that we don't miss it and say, oh, I'm getting involved. A lot of people have gotten involved in the past just to make money, and at the end of the day, because of that mindset, they've lost a lot of money in the process. This is a transfer of value. See it as you see the gold and a couple of other asset class that are valuable.
All right. Yeah, definitely. It all depends on, where you're looking at it from, at this point. But Rumi, thank you so much. Even though the network tried to, disrupt our conversation, thank you for staying on. Definitely we'll catch up again.
Thank you very much, Ladi.